Hey Bo, this is GoPastTheLimit. This is your feedback video for the Silky Way. TSP and the Silky Way versus GoPastTheLimit and Pillow of TPC. Let's dive right in. So basically, during this video, I saw you had a really great kickoff strategy. You're doing really well in there. So the only thing I saw here is TSP and you were very, you meshed semi-well with your rotations and whatnot. So I saw here that you guys were always, bunching up or anything like that. So he's to the left side or whatever. Pillow, he goes for a complete contest on this one. TSP kind of messed up on here. He should have contested, done something, tried to stay behind the ball. So I kind of screwed you guys up because nobody was really on defense. He had the ball on the left side and you weren't really behind him or anything like that. So Pillow kind of took advantage of the situation. So what TSP should have done on this one, he either should have tried to block from the pole the goal or get ready for a pass or something. If he was me, I would have aerialed up to the ball before Pillow could hit it because I know how he is with striking. He's a grand champion, really good at striking. So basically, instead of that, he tips the ball before you're even in position, hits that right in, and had no shot on it. So important rotation is really key for 2v2. Again, good kickoff strategy, but TSP did that. So what you got to realize on here, you see Pillow going for the ball on the side over here. You probably should have been in the air already, trying to get to the ball instead of the hesitation. So what happened was, ball's getting closer. Neither of you were in the air, but the second Pillow's up, he has a shorter range to the ball. He's obviously going to beat you on there. So if you know you're going to get beat, try to retreat a little bit. Try to find out where TSP is going to be and take advantage of that. So basically, he beats you, and instead of TSP being more patient with the ball, he ended up clearing it to the wall, and then Pillow took advantage and scored an easy goal on you guys with nobody in net. Excuse me. Good kickoff strategy. Again, it goes on Pillow's side. He should have hit that. Great clear on this one, but again, instead of the hesitation off ball, you should have went for the ball and tried to hit to the left, the top, the diagonal, post, inside goal, anything that would put it towards center. So what TSP should have done, he should have stayed in center, getting ready for your hit. Instead, he kind of cut you off, and you were basically, just sitting there, like, why is my teammate cutting me off or anything like that? So what happened was, he gave you the most awkward pass I've ever seen in my entire life, to be honest with you. But it kind of worked for you as you juked Pillow, but I expected it. I saw where your card is going to be, and I just waited in front of the ball. And with TSP out of position, I knew, okay, he can't slam dunk me or anything like that. So wherever I hit it in front of him, or in front of that open area, basically, because look at where I am. Nobody's in front of the ball, so I know I can stop it. So again, I hit it. TSP's out of position. Nothing really happens. Pillow can get back. And this is the thing. You see where my car is. You think, okay, GoPastTheLimit's not going to be hitting this ball. No problem. I have all the time in the world. I do this on purpose. So I can just land right over there, no problem. So by the time you're trying to circle around and hit the ball or anything like that, you can't get there because I'm already ready to hit it. So what you should do is, at this point, instead of circling around trying to hit the ball, run to goal. Because if you have more of that position, anything, you have more chance to save the ball. So instead, I saw you were out of position. I thought I'd take advantage. And before you can get to the ball, I went to hit the ball, empty net, or put it right in. Always go to goal first. Again, I think this is one of those things where Pillow just hesitated a little bit too much. I don't know what he was doing, but it happens. That's another kickoff I have. I usually just jump up and try to block the ball. So it really doesn't go much anywhere. Usually it's a kickoff loss for my team, but it helps out. TSP a little bit too slow in there. And let me go back here. When he gets demoed and stuff like that, you're kind of in the wrong position. So basically, I pop it up, and instead of you going sideways to the ball and side flipping, what you should be doing is you should get in front of the ball and backflip. Because if you can't try to contest a ball backflipping it, it's going to hit the ball, and either, depending on when you backflip, it's either going to stay where it is, because I got behind the ball at the same time you did, or it's going to go past me and go back into my position. And if you're in the right position, or TSP is closer to what you really think, and then boom, you'll be fine. TSP again really didn't have too much position. It's kind of clashing a little bit. Pillow saw that both you were out of position a little bit. He could beat you to the ball and TSP wasn't in goal. He really should be doing more on his rotation. You being in goal, I tried to hit you right out. I don't know if it worked or not, but TSP did great on here. Here's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. So basically, you're the only defensive guy back. TSP is completely out of position. Pillow's not inside the goal to make a save. This is your best time before that ball hits below that top crossbar to get up on that ball and slam it down into the goal. If you're not there, if you're not to the ball right about that position, it's not going to happen. Pillow's going to get there before. So by the time that happens, that's already too late. You're already halfway committed in the air. You already gave up on the play, basically. Because Pillow's going to be hitting that most likely. Any Grand Champ would be hitting that. So by the time he hits it, and you're up there, he already put it by you. So there's nobody in defense. That's an easy goal for our team. Especially when TSP is not back into the goal. He probably could have front flipped a couple times to try to really get back there. It would have been a big stretch, but it didn't happen. Excuse me. Here's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. So when Pillow goes up on kickoffs, he says left, he says kill. If he kills it, he's going to keep it in the center. If he says left, he tells me to go left. So what I do is I carry the back boost. I get the back boost and then I try to swing by. 9 times out of 10, he's pretty good on kickoffs. So what happens is if your teammate called left, you could have got that corner boost if you trusted him enough not to do that whole give up a free goal type thing. You could have grabbed the corner boost and been in a great position for an offensive opportunity. But instead what happened was you tried to follow, and if you were left, if you carried that small boost or that big boost in the back and went for ball, you probably could have scored a goal because I was out of position and you would have been in position. So instead you're forced to get back, get the boost, and then go up. Luckily, you had a great hit that caused me to really tap it up there. It was nice. So basically, instead of TSP hit a very light ball. So whenever that happens and you see Pillow is already in position getting ready for that hit, get back into goal because he's just going to slam it right all over you and both you're going to be out of position. And it's exactly what happened on this part. I redirected trying to throw you off and he just came up and slammed it. So again, if you go back in goal, and I did that whole redirect thing, if you waited, you would have been fine. Again, another one of those kickoffs. On Pillow's side, use ball cam on that because you always want to know where the ball is. So TSP should have gone out for that. And here's one of these things. Pillow just jumped up in the air. He's getting ready for the bounce hit. He knows TSP's not going to get up there. So what you should do is, you're closer to the ball. Here, let me see equal range. Okay, that's equal. He's already up in the air. He's already a full boost. You're just starting your jump. If you were up in the air already going full boost, you probably wouldn't be able to score a goal, to be honest with you. I mean, goal's right there, it's empty or whatever. So instead, Pillow kind of beats you up to the ball, causes you to get out of defensive position, which causes TSP to say, okay, I got to get on goal. So he got up there. So instead, TSP should have stayed back in goal. Let me go back on this real quick. So TSP going back, you missed. So where TSP is now, that's where he should have played goal. Just stay there. Excuse me. So when Pillow is going to be crossing the ball to me to try to slam it into the goal, TSP should have stayed in that goal and contested me instead of Pillow. Because if you contest Pillow, that's high risk. If you miss the ball, anything like that, then I'm just going to have a free goal. And that, unfortunately, that's what happened. He kind of passed it in himself, and I just slammed it right in. Nobody was in goal. So many things can go wrong, and so many things can go right. Again, it went on Pillow's side. TSP really should have made more patience. It caused you to do something you wouldn't normally do, and just gave us a free goal that led to Brazil. Again, good that you're going back, but stay off the wall. That's not good. Again, here, you have to kind of predict, okay, it's going to wall and it's kind of spinning, so it's not going to be right to wall. It's probably going to come out a little bit more. What I would do is I would try to predict that it's going to come out even further than what you do, because if you hit it with the tip of your car, you'll be able to really clear it well just by touching it. Instead, you overcommitted on the ball thinking it was just going to drop, and you kind of missed the ball. At the same time, I don't know if Pillow was going for a fake or anything like that. trying to slam it into you. If you did hit it, like if you hit it, it was going to hit off him and probably go into goal, or probably drop down for an easy slam. But instead, both of you missed it. TSP really didn't do much, and I slammed it in, or passed it to Pillow, whatever you want to call it. You do have a very good passing play between you and TSP, which I was very impressed. So I went for the ball, tried to pass it over to Pillow. He really wasn't in good position, but TSP wasn't either. He hasn't been all game. We already fished that out. Pillow, I didn't know what he was doing. But this was a good passing play. You passed it over, tried to get it over me. I was doing everything I could, basically, before Pillow was able to go into goal. TSP juked Pillow, juked me, passed it. I didn't think that was going to happen. You passed it, great pass over to him, and that was a great team play. I wouldn't change anything. Try to do that more often. Those little short passes are exactly what you're supposed to do. So again, you probably should have been up in the air already before it hit wall or anything like that. And TSP probably should have been middle. Better than what he was there. Again, probably going right in the air because you see where I'm going to be. Let me go back on this one. Alright, so it pops up. Alright, so I'm getting ready to hit the ball. When it gets closer, you already see what position I'm going to be hitting the ball from. If you can get somewhat into that position and try to block that ball, you're either going to hit it to wall and pass it to TSP, or you're going to hit it to corner and you're able to slam it in yourself. But instead, you kind of hesitated a little bit, and I hit it over you. And TSP with a great save on this one. But you guys are bunched again. So Pillow missed the ball. And instead of taking your time on this one, because I don't know where I was in line, but if you took your time just a little bit more, you could have hit it sideways. I would have missed a save, or had a save barely, or anything like that, but it was pretty close. So instead, I don't know, the hit kind of screwed you up or something like that, but I was able to get behind it. But patience is key, especially when you're in breakaway. TSP gets demoed and couldn't do anything on defense, and that was it. Excuse me. Again, goes over to Pinlow's side. Ball cam, good job. TSP probably had enough time to clear it better. Again, just try to hit the ball. TSP's completely out of position. I don't know what he was doing on that one. But put in for an easy goal for Pillow. I know one more goal happens in this next minute 20. Pillow hits it. Try to hit it the second it comes off of the ground on the bounce up. You get most of your power in there. I completely missed the ball. You had a lot of time to really score it on that one, but Pillow was in the right place, right time on that one. The lip happens to us all, no problem. So here's another thing I want to talk to you about. If you see where the ball is, completely. TSP's out of the play. I'm too much on the side to really stop anything unless I got lucky. And Pillow's not even in there. What you should do is, there is the ball trail. You see where the white circle is right there? Just have the tip of your octane into that circle. If you land it in and you're going the right way, that's the way it's going to be. If you put just the tip in, it's going to roll faster than what it is going right now in the air, and I would never be able to save it. But instead of the pop-up, that gives me opportunity to just come up and just, take advantage of the situation. And by the way, that is my camera angle. It's far, I can see more of anything. I highly recommend it. Again, you saw me pop it up. Okay, you saw TSP in goal. Let me pop that up real quick. Okay, TSP went back into goal. You had two opportunities. Two options, really. You could have told TSP, okay, I want to get back in goal. Go for the ball. Unless there's like a slam dunk opportunity, then you're both on defense, whatever. But you could either tell TSP, go for the ball, I'm going to play defense, or I'll stay on offensive position. I'm the kind of guy that tells Pillow and Dank, hey, go on offense always. I'll just sit in defense unless there's a better play that I can hit instead. So I guess TSP announced that he was going to stay in defense, which kind of threw you off. You probably should have turned a little bit faster on the other side to try to get to the ball. But instead, both of you were kind of in a bad position, and neither of you could really do much in that one. So again, TSP was up. You had really no shot at the ball unless you hit it perfectly, I guess. Kind of went over there, and nobody back in defense. Kind of gave everything to our team to score, but Pillow wasn't up on that one. So TSP hit it. Pillow hit it over you. Now what I recommend here is if you're the only one back and you see him on a breakaway, go back to goal. Again, I think there was like 3 or 4 times where you guys should have gone back to goal and you could have made some defensive plays that way and probably saved about 4 goals. But this is one of the things where TSP tried to play some defense up there with the hit, which is very smart. I highly recommend you always bump, always demo. It's not dirty if it's in Rocket League. You know, so basically, if you were back in goal maybe about 5, 6, 7 car lengths more, this would have been no problem. You know where the ball would be on this because you would have been able to save it, probably juke Pillow and maybe have a 2v1 opportunity. But instead, you were in a panic because you were too close and just gave up the easy goal, making it 11-2. And that is the final score. I did see a pop right here that was really nice. At this point, TSP should have been up in the air, like right around here. So instead of TSP not going up in the air, Pillow was there, he was able to block it or whatever, and that was it, really. So all in all, man, GG's, bro. Keep up the good work.